Hey guys, I am Katie from Mitzik Creek Farm. As you can see behind me, we have snow again. This is going to be the never-ending spring. But hoping to get some projects in High Tunnel done today and get this all cleaned up so we can get the new ground cover laid down. So the first project I'm going to do is take the rain gutters that I showed you in 2 videos ago, and we are going to they go on the greenhouse for a water catchment system for down there. And we got just cheap vinyl gutters because they're easy to take up and easy to take down. We'll probably have to take them down every fall because of the snow load that we get. Anyways, special order in black wasn't even possible in our area. We couldn't even get them ordered in unless we went with somebody who was from out of town. And so we just went ahead and got the plain white vinyl ones, and so I am spray painting them black. Okay, so we got 3 gutters painted inside and outside. Took a little over 2 cans of spray paint to do the entire of 3. Now I do have an extra gutter because the longest point on the greenhouse is 16 feet, but I do have attachments and that kind of stuff, so I'm thinking I won't need that extra one. I got it just in case. So I'm gonna hold off on painting that. And so I'm gonna let these dry. It is getting very hot in here and all the ice is melting off the high tunnel. It's about 80 degrees in here now, so it got very warm very quickly. So these guys are gonna sit here and dry for quite a bit, and while they're doing that, I am going to start cutting down all of the twine that is on hanging from the purlins and get this just kind of cleaned up in here. Okay, so Beck and I just went up and cooled off. We looked at the thermometer when we got up to the house, and it was like 95 degrees in here. And it is 20-something outside, so we were roasting. It feels wonderful. It is so cold. The heat in here feels wonderful, but it was getting a little warm. So went up, had lunch, got something to drink, and as we were walking out, I realized something. I just painted all those with primer. So Owen's gonna have to pick up some paint and I'm gonna have to redo those. I was covered. I'm sure you noticed earlier that I was covered. My face was like, had a nice coating of black primer on it. So those are just gonna sit for tonight. I will have him pick up spray paint, and I am going to start getting all of the netting and the trellises off of the ceiling, try to get that a little cleaned up so it doesn't feel quite so yucky, quite so overwhelming in here. Get that done. Beck is moving all of the bare root pots that we had. We ended up taking all the bare root plants that we ordered in a previous video. We showed you them coming in. Because the ground was still quite frozen when we went to go plant some of them, we ended up putting them in pots, and so they are all still in here, but they're in pots. And so he is moving all of those for me so they are back in a corner, so when this when we go to put this ground cover down, they're already out of the way. So he is going to continue doing that. We have the roses left, and those are prickly, so it takes a little bit longer, takes a little bit more care. So he is going to do that while I take down all of the stuff from the ceiling. That looks so much better. Look at that. I have to do it on the second half of the high tunnel now, but I have to move all the gutters that I just primed out of there, and that big huge thing of shade cloth. So Beck is going to be down any second, and then he can help me move all that. What are you doing, you goofball? Huh? What you doing? Are you enjoying the warmth in here? So Beck got all of those bare root plants that we potted up moved over to, it'd be the southeast corner of the high tunnel. There's quite a few there. And now we are taking this apart. We could not get all those out because they were jammed in there really well. Man, I'm covered in dirt. We could not get to those because they were jammed in there really well. So we're taking this top shelf off. It was going to come off anyways. And then we'll take all those off, put them in the right pile over there. And then we will take that bottom shelf off. And then that's a lot of work that we got done today in the high tunnel. Are you gonna take it fully apart, or you just want to move it over there and you can get it apart when you have more room? That looks totally different. Okay, Beck, you got one screw left. Watch out for my peas, okay? Peas coming up. Hunter, are you ready to go home? All right, well, we made a lot of progress today. We got the gutters primed. Need to paint those again. And then when that paint comes, I'll paint the connectors and the brackets and stuff downspout for them. And we got all of these guys moved, and they are ready for planting. And we got this out of here. So my peas are here, my carrots are right along the back there. And when we get those guys out of here, I'm going to take and put a whole bunch of compost in, and then I will plant some vegetables there, and then I am going to do a row of tomatoes about right where I am at, underneath this purlin that is above me for trellising. And then the rest of the area is going to be open for the time being. I have a few ideas to do after Sydney's graduation, but I'm thinking that I'm going to leave it open and leave the 32-foot ground cover without holes in it. And we have a lot of plants coming for fall baskets and mums, and so I might put those in here just so that this ground has a good rest. But we have another good day of, probably a half a day now. We have the projects that take a lot of time done, so it's more of getting this ground cover here rolled back up, and then getting everything put where it needs to be and figuring out a spot for that. That is my biggest problem right now, because we are using a stone coop for Sydney's graduation. I don't really have a spot where I can put irrigation piping, and I have the small things organized in containers so that it's easy to put in the greenhouse, but I'm going to have to find a place to put the rolls of drip line and the irrigation piping and hoses and all that kind of stuff. So that part is going to be cumbersome, just trying to figure out and get everything put together in the same spot so that when I need it, it's ready. But I think we only have like a half a day of work in here and then raking, and then we can put the ground cover on. It is rapidly getting cold in here, so we are gonna call it quits for the night. But that is it for today's video. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and we will see you next time.